So tonight's win was a gutsy, hard-fought battle. As you can see, the slow starts is something that we have to remedy. We were 1 for 15 in our first 15 attempts. We missed 12 out of 15 layups against UMass. Something has got to give. It's becoming a trend, but at least we were able to find a way to win the game this time and not lose it by 6 in regulation. Our defensive efforts is what turned this game around, and I think this team is finally realizing that our game is really not going to be put on display until we roll our sleeves up, tighten our shoes up on the other end, and hunker down and play some good-ass defense.
So what's your message to them at halftime?
What was my message?
Maybe Simone would be better.
Yeah.
They basically came in there and told us that we got to wake up. We had a slow start. We can't have a slow start coming back out in the half, and we got to lock down and play defense.
Why do you think there was a slow start? What was going on with y'all? Because you didn't seem like you had a lot of energy tonight.
Just
Not you. Yeah.
Just mindset. I think people just got to come in to be prepared for the game. You got to get mentally ready even before game day. So it starts with us being ready at practice and leading over into game day.
But I will say this, though. I was tremendously pleased with the efforts of Alicia Nunley, Delana Carter, even Riley Stack coming in the game and protecting the rim the way that she did. Sometimes she gets some questionable calls when she's 7'2" with her arms outstretched. I don't understand why officials always want to give her a foul when she's on top of the ball, but that's for another day. But Simone Cunningham, her efforts, 23 and 11, I believe, is what her stat line was tonight. A junkyard dog right there. It's always a wonderful feeling as a coach when you know you can look a player in the eye and be like, come on, bring it. Let's go. Are you a dog or a hog right now? And she's going to always choose a dog. The Dennis Rodman spirit within her came into full effect tonight. And she willed us to victories within the paint. She anchored us down in there. Our defensive efforts in the full court funneled its way to the half court, and we were able to turn teams over because we sped them up and made them play faster than they would like. And that really surged the charge for us to get back into the game, regain the lead, tie it up, going into in the regulation, and then to run away with it in overtime.
Kelsey made a big shot there.
Yes.
Followed her missed shot.
Correct. Yes. It was a big time play for her. I was happy that she took the shot.
That is her shot, though. Like, Kelsey a mid-range monster.
Mid-range assassin.
As soon as they left her hands, I knew it was good.
And the three ball is something that we want her to have more confidence in taking. So I'm glad that she took that shot. And I'm even happier that she followed her rebound and was able to get the shot that she was born to take, which is that mid-range 15-footer. So it was ugly in moments, but what I want everyone to understand is this. The basketball game is designed to have runs. No one is going to play perfect for 40 minutes. I want our fans to understand that. I want our players to understand that. It's about ebbs and flows. But who can stop someone's run sooner is usually the one that can win the game. And it came down to the defensive end. Our men played a hard-fought game against Norfolk State last night. I'm sure everyone wanted them to win by 20. But sometimes the game is just the game. And they were able to find a way to win. The same way we found a way to win tonight. It took us an extra quarter, an overtime quarter, to be able to do so, but we got the job done.
Delaware's not supposed to be very good this year, but they look like a pretty good team to me.
Yeah, so here's the effect that they have. Last year they were riddled with injuries, and this year they were riddled with injuries. They have the wounded animal effect. And what happens is, if you ever are in the forest and you run up on a bear that has an injured foot, it's going to fight to the death. And that's what they did. They fought to the very end. They fought with everything that they had within them. Their coach, she was in a woe is me type mode before the game, but I wasn't going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe because I know what a wounded animal looks like. And I'm sorry, every player suiting up is going to give their best. And they dove on the floor. They worked hard, and they did it together collectively. We had possessions where we had 4 people working, one might have fell asleep. 3 people running hard in transition, 2 people jogging. This is how they're able to go on runs. But when we change the mantra in the huddle, Alicia Nunley, every time, we need a kill on 3. Now that changed the mindset, which attached itself to the work that needed to be done, and we were able to find a victory.
Can you talk about the overtime impact Alana Carter made?
Oh, Delana?
Yeah.
Delana?
Delana.
Delana. I was like, do we
I
have
was
an
like, you
Alana?
got it, Delana.
Do we have an Alana? I don't know Alana. Delana, man, she's a speed demon. She's a speed demon in a forward-moving pattern with the ball, and she's a speed demon laterally without the ball. She can turn you, get up under you, and she can really just change the course of a game. She can make a whole game speed up just from her defensive efforts. She can make a whole game speed up from her ability to push the ball up the court with minimal dribbles and get to the rim. So I'm super happy that she's a part of our team, and I'm super happy that we have her to put her in at any moment of the game, and she can implement her style of play instantly.
Moan, career high 23 points tonight. What was working for you on the court?
Some buckets.
Honestly, I came out a little slow in the beginning, and Coach D just told me, play your game. I had a conversation with Coach Rowe in the beginning of the game. He said that he felt like I wasn't being as aggressive, taking the shots that I know I can take. So just trying to do my job, posting up hard when I can, going to get rebounds, running the floor. Coach D has always told me that I can run the floor and get transition buckets anytime that I want. So being able to run the floor, get those long passes up, get layups to help our team out. So.
Samaru, I think, was 1 for 9 in the first half,
Mm-hmm.
3 points. Still a little better in the second half.
She definitely did. She's a very instinctive type player. There's a basketball player and there's a hooper. She's a hooper that we're teaching how to play basketball. So you're going to see some things that may look a little uncanny and a little wild, but we're going to live with it because when her instincts come into play, she's going to hit the big threes. She's fearless when it comes to the moment. And that's what I love about her. And she allowed her game, the hooper in her, to step up in a major way against that zone attack that they were trying to bring against us. And she took the big shots and she made them.
Coach, Sunday you're making a short trip to Williamsburg,
Mm-hmm.
another area rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
You just talk about what's going to be your preparation for that game.
Yeah, so tomorrow will be a day of rest, and then we'll also support our football team as they play Troy. It's a big week for ODU athletics. We had our men playing Norfolk State, hometown rivalry. We're going to be playing William & Mary this coming, Sunday? And then we have football tomorrow. Our preparation is going to be support our football team, and we'll bask in this win, but then we're going to learn from the down moments within it. And we'll come back and regroup on Friday and get heavy into our scout and get up ample shots. And what a great job of hitting our free throws tonight. We were 22 of 23. That sealed the game for us too. So that's going to be our preparation.
Any more questions for Coach and the player?
Go ahead, ask it.
I was going to ask you about the difference in the first and second halves in respect to the shooting.
Yeah, so the first half, I felt like, I think Kelsey opened up the game with a mid-range shot, and she shot it over the rim. And I don't know I don't know if it's just pregame jitters and we're so excited, but I can't draw better plays for us to get the wide open looks that we're getting. Now it's for the players to just relax into the moment and allow their best to be put on display because they can do it. They're talented. Yes, I'm screaming like a maniac on the sidelines, but it's my love and my passion for what I do and who I get to do it with and who I'm representing. But at the end of the day, the second half was who we really are. When the defense changed, our offense changed, and it got our gears going. Offensively in the first half, we were too flat-footed, and we were passing the ball around the perimeter. We weren't attacking in transition. You can't let a zone get set. If you can push the ball, even after a make, push the ball hard. And now you can find the zone a little distorted, and you can find different attack angles, and you can get easier looks. All of that changed for us in the second half.
Coach, one last one for me. It's Military Appreciation Week here at ODU's campus. We were fortunate enough to have some former servicemen and women in the audience tonight. Can you just, being a big military town, can you talk about what they mean to this community?
No doubt. Living in Norfolk, I feel like I'm in the safest place in the world when you have such an influx of military presence, everywhere that you go. And when I'm in the grocery store and I see people, I feel like I'm repeatedly saying, thank you for your services. I appreciate everything that you do, not just for the 757, but for our country. And they are the unsung heroes. You know, they are the reason why we all can live as freely as we would like, as comfortable as we would like to be, and not have to have a worry in the world. They go and they lay their lives down on the line and make the ultimate sacrifice on a daily basis. And I feel like we should all applaud them. And it was very wonderful to see them in attendance. It was great to see how they were honored with the men's basketball team last night. They had on the fatigue-colored polos, I believe it was. And to have them in attendance today, to have the color guard come and walk out, they need to be represented in an amazing way. And it should be more than one day, in my opinion. This should be something that is celebrated every single day, because people lose family members that they love dearly on the lines, on the battlefield, way too many times for my comfort. But to all of them, ODU women's basketball, we thank you.
One last question for Simone. Coach said something about Dennis Rodman and you. Do you like that comparison?
I do. Y'all know this is my favorite player. But yeah, just trying to have that dog mentality, whatever I can do, especially on the defensive end. I know if I can have a great game defensively, then that can push me to have a good game offensively. So.
Do you have the nose ring that he has?
I do. I have a septum and I have two. And the ref actually told me I had to take my clear ones out. But yeah, I have a septum and I have two.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, she loves him. So Dennis Rodman, if somebody can get this to you, you need to holler at your girl. Holler at your girl. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Good job.